What is up, YouTube? And today we have the official release of the skill set and the stats for HARSETTI, who you can see on your screen here looks amazing with her animations and also her design. And you're going to see that this is going to be completely different from the so-called leak that we had from the Chinese server, which kind of made it seem like she'd be super broken. But her skill set's going to be completely different here, and she is going to not only have amazing animations, but you're also going to see that if when we look at her skills that she might still be super OP. But before we actually talk about HARSETTI, I want to talk about today's sponsor, LD Player. LD Player is the best free Android emulator that lets you play games like Epic 7 on your computer using a mouse and controller. LD Player is compatible with many Windows systems and has a wide variety of games that run excellently without any frame rate issues at all. I personally play Epic 7 on LD Player and I find it to be such a smooth and enjoyable experience that I have to recommend it to you guys to also play Epic 7 and other mobile games on. Check out LD Player through my link down below to make sure to download it and give it a try. I can guarantee you guys that you will not regret trying out LD Player. Now back to HARSETTI, guys. So this is HARSETTI's stats. You can see she has extremely high health for a mage. And of course with any mage, you'll also have a high base defense. She is a dark mage, of course, that is also at 124 speed. So she's basically going to be pretty fast. Not the fastest in the game, but pretty fast. Although you'll see that this doesn't matter really. She'll still be taking the first turn if you look at her passive in a few moments here. But also you're going to see that she's a mage while being super tanky. It's probably to prevent her from abusing some knight artifacts, right? That could be very powerful for her. So that is like most likely the case, but let's actually look at her skills here so you can see why she's so strong. So this is her S2 passive. I'm not going to try to read it, the law of S. Skageheim, I guess. But at the start of battle, you'll see that the speed of the caster is fixed going forward, and the speed of all heroes except for her is limited to a maximum of 90% of the caster speed. And also on her turn, CR or combat readiness increase effects do not apply to all heroes in the game. Yeah, and this also doesn't work in PvE. It will only work for PvP, most likely because this can actually make some bosses super easy to beat. But this is pretty broken, right? You're basically guaranteed the first turn on her without any speed investment, because you're going to see that speed of all heroes, right, not just the enemies, of course, is limited, right, to 90% of the caster speed at maximum. So there'll still be like a speed order. You can just basically think of this as, HARSETTI just being the fastest speed, right? So yeah, pretty OP. Honestly, this might be more OP than the Chinese data mine that we had, but we'll see. We're not too sure yet until we look at the rest of her kit. But you'll see that this is going to just be ridiculous in PvP, in my opinion. Like, you're going to see here, right? Yeah, she just takes the first turn. You're literally against the Sid, Tamad Luka, which basically are going to be like 290 speed a lot of the times in the higher ranks. And yeah, this is a 27k health HARSETTI just taking the first turn, which is ridiculous because she probably has, like no speed investment. If you actually look at the CR, thing here, if I can actually pause it, I don't know why they do so quickly. You can see that, she's taking the first turn, probably with very little speed investment. Next, we have her S3, Checkmate. It's an AoE attack. Decreases all buff durations by 2 turns, which is insane. And it will actually inflict unable to counterattack and unable to be buffed for 2 turns at 100%. This penetrates defense. And you'll see she has a focus system, and focus is full. You'll use it all to do increased damage, and this will scale with her max health, making her a health scaling bruiser. Before they had in the Chinese data mine that she removes injuries from herself, but you're going to see that she actually doesn't. So you can actually injure her and make this do less damage. So she still is prone to like injuries, so she's not going to be unbeatable. But you're going to see, with this amazing animation, this is going to hit pretty hard if you have max focus. I don't think this is max focus, is it? Yeah, it's at 2 focus here. This is not max focus, so this is just a regular usage of the S3. 5k damage, so 5k AoE damage here. Not bad. The debuffs are very nice as well. And also, because she's a mage, you're going to see that she can be on like Abyssal Crown, as you can see her on. And she can stun units as well. So this is a very annoying ability. You just get rid of buffs. You can put unable to counterattack, which is very annoying. You can't really do much about it. Unbuffable and stun, so it's super strong. Next, we have our S1. It is Gambit. It's going to be a single target attack that has a chance of defense break by 60%. I think it goes up to 75 actually if you mola it. And when you use this on her own turn, you will use en passant as an extra attack. I think en passant. I think en passant is right? It's like French. But damage dealt will increase proportional to her own max HP or health. And en passant is a AoE attack, an AoE attack with a 60% chance to decrease attack and this will also scale with her max HP. So you're double dipping into that health scaling attack here. And the Soul Burn is on this ability that will give 100% chance to the defense break, and also defense break for 2 turns, and you get 1 focus for using this. So your focus will build up very slowly over time. You basically need to use this, I think, 5 times, right? You don't start with focus. You have to build it up. So you have to build it up and then S3. But honestly, what you probably end up doing is, because this S3 is only a 5-turn cooldown, 4 turns if you Mulgore it, which you should, you'll probably S3 at the beginning, and on the second S3 that you use, that's probably like your game-winning S3. So you'll probably just rip your S3 at first, and then just S1 and then S3 again when it's back up. That makes the most sense, because I don't think you'll run her on a counter build. Maybe you do run her on a counter build, but the big AoE attack only works on her turn. So you're gonna see this is the ability here. This does crazy damage from what it looked like. So of course their defense broken, but this was probably from her using her S1 on the previous turn or something, or I guess it was from a Taiwan here, right? So that does pretty decent damage, a single target attack. And the secondary attack, of course, they're all AoE defense broken, so you have to keep that in mind. They'll take a lot of damage. 12k, 11k, pretty decent for a very tanky unit, right? This does way more than like a Bellion S1 on a defense broken units here. So yeah, just a very, very powerful, hard-hitting S1. So this is going to be HARSETTI, guys. You can see that she looks pretty insane. She's available from the Mystic Summon starting on September 26th. We'll be running for 3 weeks, as with all Mystic banners. And my personal opinion is that she's pretty much a must-pull, right? This, just offer S2. Where's the S2? This is just super broken, right? You just make it so that you can't really be cleaved. Because even if you don't like to have a CR pushback on your S3 when you take the first turn, right? You put unbuffable to stop like attack buffs from going up, and also if you run her on Abyssal Crown, like you saw in the preview here, in this, I guess, example here, you can actually stun units. And with Abyssal Crown, you're pretty much oh, that was a bad pause. With Abyssal Crown, you're pretty much guaranteed, not guaranteed, but you're more likely than not to stun at least 1 unit. So very good against cleave, right, if you can disrupt it, because usually cleave teams need every unit to go. And of course her S1 just looks very, very strong. But yeah, pretty much it for HARSETTI, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about her. I think she's going to be super broken and a must pull, and I'll let you guys know more about her once she comes out and I actually test her, but I think she's going to be insane. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys, of course, next video.
If you have no use, stop existing. It's funny, really. The vanity of your struggle. I don't have the time for stupid toys.
How dare you pick a fight with me? Mercy is too good to me. For the likes of you!
Oh, it's just like a dream. Everybody now, leave it to me. Armin's all ready. Trust me.
Are you done playing hero? Get rid of that. Would you go ahead and die?
It's showtime, right here.
Don't tell me what to do.
Dare defy me, your emperor? I am the rightful ruler of this land. Me for me.
I'll prove my love to you. Are you listening? It's a requiem in your memory.
This is a waste of my time. It's funny, really. The vanity of your struggle.
Who's next? You can't go back. Bon voyage.
Witness the power of the chosen. You should never back down.
I'll give you the show of a lifetime.
If you have no use, stop existing. You go ahead and die.
No one can escape. A crack.